This is a special women's prison. Not only are the inmates unusually beautiful, but even the warden and guards are all striking women as well. Rumor has it that this place is a paradise for men, but in reality, it is a living hell for the female prisoners, who survive in constant fear. Any sign of disobedience turns them into tools for the guards to vent their rage. Those with strong bodies are beaten until they're covered in wounds, while the weaker ones are thrown directly into the incinerator. Under such brutal pressure, the inmates have no choice but to endure everything in silence, terrified that misfortune could fall on them next. Bella was sentenced to life imprisonment. The moment she stepped inside, she sensed something was off. On the surface, the women appeared to get along, but behind closed doors, everyone had their own hidden motives. For example, the seemingly gentle Dame was secretly exchanging love letters with her boyfriend. Unfortunately, her secret was discovered by the gang leader, Black Sister. She immediately reported it to the guards. While everyone else was out working, Damie was suddenly summoned and searched. The hidden letters were found on her. Even though the letters contained no solid evidence, the warden flew into a rage. Damie was hoisted into the air. To force a confession, the guards used a series of brutal punishments. No matter how severe the torture was, Damie kept her mouth shut. Only when she was on the verge of death was she thrown back into the cell. The other inmates avoided her, afraid of getting into trouble themselves. Only Bella, moved by compassion, helped her onto the bed. This small act of kindness deeply touched Damie. She revealed her plan to escape the prison. Bella knew it sounded insane, but in the end, she chose to join. Although the prison is dominated by women, men occasionally appear, such as the two workers responsible for delivering fruit. For them, it's a dream job, surrounded by beautiful women and able to get up close. One day, Bearded Guy and his partner were making their usual delivery. They passed two curvy female inmates. He couldn't take his eyes off them. Later, while passing the showers, he couldn't resist peeking inside, only to lock eyes with Bella mid-bath. Surprisingly, Bella didn't raise the alarm. Instead, she quietly went to the kitchen and stole a dagger. When Bearded Guy later entered the room, carrying supplies, she silently appeared behind him. She threatened him with a blade, forcing him to help her escape. She even promised to leave with him once they were free. Unfortunately, a guard witnessed the scene. Bearded Guy sensed danger and fled. But Bella wasn't so lucky. She was dragged to solitary confinement and subjected to inhuman torture. This experience didn't break her spirit. It only strengthened her determination to escape. But with heavy security surrounding the prison, escape seemed nearly impossible. Their only hope lay in a seemingly ordinary wooden door. However, two people alone were far too weak. They needed more allies. To earn their support, Bella challenged Black Sister direct, knowing she had to prove her strength to recruit more women. During labor hours, when the guards weren't paying attention, a fierce fight broke out in the swamp. A brutal battle between life and death had quietly begun. Follow us to watch more videos like this.